Oh, good morning. How you guys doing? Good morning. I have returned. Good morning, everyone. Let us make a game today, bros. No distractions today. Nothing. Just coding. Coding and then maybe a reaction at the end. Oh. Yes, on Friday I had a little bit of a downer. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with my game, how to move forward, what to do. And I still don't know, because it's been taking such a long time. But only thing I can do is make things better that I don't like in the game. And hopefully, over time, the game gets better. So, for example, I did add in a couple mechanics off stream. And I added in this in-game shop. I can now switch between the two different shops, and I think I like the in-game shop better than the other shop. I'll show you the other shop. I now have two shops in a game. I can do the shop number 2. Takes a bit of time. That's shop number 2. Sorry, shop number 1. And I can do shop number... Actually, that's shop number 1. I guess that's shop number 2. I like the other shop more because I can make the game non-pausing when the shop is open. And I think it fits better in a game because you can just drag and drop items in your inventory. I haven't implemented that yet, so that's what we're gonna do today. Or you can drag and drop items directly onto units. That's what I'm thinking. So right now they don't have any
code formatters,
whatever that's called, right? They don't have any effect yet. There's nothing implemented. Yeah, so I still wanna talk a little bit about the situation like that I'm like facing. Is I think during the development of every game that is longer than a year, I think as long as you're working on the game and maybe you don't receive feedback and it doesn't go as planned, or maybe it takes longer than expected, you're facing...
Work on AMD, check. Unbalanced game.
Sorry, you're facing times where the development doesn't come as easy. And those times are... I don't want to call it burnout, but it's... Burnout happens when you don't make much progress and there's no visual indication of you moving forward, or there's like literally no indication of you moving forward at all. And I think that is what is happening to me at the moment, because I was basically out there already designing levels, balancing the game, adding content, adding bosses, defeating bosses. You guys literally had 3 maps to play. I was working on a 4th map, and then I decided to scrap the entire idea, go back like 4 or 5 steps, not that many, like 2 or 3 steps, redesign the gameplay loop. And then basically I lost that progress. Like I'm back at where I came from, essentially. And catching up to where I was has been a slow process this time, slower than anticipated. Number one, I have a lot of stuff to do, and obviously family stuff, and also just, yeah, basically burnout in a way where, since it's taken longer, my motivation to work on the game has been less, therefore the progress has been less, therefore it took longer, therefore the progress has been, therefore the burnout has been strong. And so basically that's like a reinforcing loop, a loop that it reinforces itself. But I told myself that, and I think that works for everyone, I told myself that I was gonna do tiny changes over the course of the weekend, for example, the weekend, or every single day. Just a tiny bit of progress to not lose that connection to the project and completely, let's say, give up, because that's what happens when you stop working on something. You essentially lose the connection so much that you eventually, down the line, 99% sure you're gonna give up. And so I told myself that I was gonna do tiny things. And actually over the weekend I didn't really do much other than write down a couple to-dos. and just read through some of the to-dos, play a little bit of Path of Exile and Kingdom Rush, and play my game too. Like play my game a little bit, test out how it feels, and then just, you know, balance with the numbers a little bit. Basically, to not lose connection and take it easy. And that has helped very well because I implemented, I think, a very nice looking shop here that I think is better than the previous shop. What do you guys think? Hello, Mr. AQ. Good morning. Hope you're doing good, bruh. I implemented the shop here, which I think is better than the main, the entire screen shop, if that makes sense. I think this one is too intrusive because it pauses the game, it holds the entire gameplay loop, and you can effectively just sit here, and it takes you out of the action. It's like a complete disconnect from the loop, and since I'm trying to build somewhat of a Kingdom Rush style game where the waves, you cannot pause, the waves continuously spawn. You can see here that the circle fills up, and when it's filled up there's 26 rands incoming. There's no way that I can implement a shop that is that intrusive and still may have it feel authentic, or it basically it distracts from the gameplay loop. And so I thought, well, I think it's a good idea if we make the shop not pause the game and redesign it. And so that's what I did. I think the shop, the second version of the shop is much better. And so right now it's pausing, but this would be a shop where the game keeps running. You have to interface with the shop at the same time as with the units. And then when you want to buy an item, you just drag it onto the character and it purchases from the shop the item if you can purchase it. If you can't, then it's just not gonna do anything. So yeah, that's what I did off stream, but also I wanted to apologize for Friday. I can't really control that much how I feel about the progress of my game, and that's like 90%, 80 to 90% of the content of my stream. I think it's normal to have these days, since I'm streaming every weekday. You just get to see those. And yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. I'm trying not to be too pessimistic sometimes, right? Good talk, Mr. Jonathan Smith on YouTube. How you doing, man? Do the paths, do you use a grid or a mesh? The paths have a mesh. Oops. But I don't know how to visualize that right now, actually. I think, yeah, it doesn't show. Yeah, Twitch has a bunch of spam. Is there a demo for your game? There was a demo for my game, bro, but I decided to take it off because I wanted to make gameplay changes, and the demo version was no longer reflecting the current state of the game. It also had a bunch of issues that I would no longer work on in favor of making a big gameplay change, which is enemies basically. I decided to change how you acquire items. This system right here. I decided to change this system here, and I was not gonna do any updates on the current demo version, and therefore if I were to do that, keep it alive, then the game would look dead because I wasn't updating it. Now I guess it's even worse now, but I do not want someone to come across my game that is in a state where I'm not happy with. And so yeah, that's why it's no longer online, but it will be online again. I can see myself being done with this in like 1 to 2 weeks maybe. We'll have to see, right? I'm gonna try my best, of course. Oh yeah, and I added in a new bow. I drew a new bow. What do you guys think? This is a long bow. What do you guys think? You like it? Long bow? I think it looks better than the bow we had before, because the bow we had before... Oh yeah, there's another mechanic. You see the... Shit, it's gone. Oh, hello, Nix. How you doing? Bro, I want to ask... Relax, bro, you can't help how you feel, where it's related to your gamer, otherwise life's too short. True, but then I should take a day off. Because I stream, I should take the day off then. I want to ask a time map, but wait. I want to ask for a time map, what's better to use? Unordered map or arrays? Tile map? I would use arrays. An unordered map is basically a bunch of disc. Oh, I see. So that should not be interesting. Looks good, but it's comically big for tangerines. That's the point. That's what I want to go with, by the way. I want my tangerines to wield super powerful weapons because they don't grow. Fabulous, my dear, and you, family, everything all well? Yeah, but we're currently in a big stress situation because Zoe is turning 1 tomorrow. And on the weekend, we're gonna have a big party where she gets Tauf in English, water on her head in the church, right? Whatever that's called. And then we have like a big eating, I guess, baptism, and we have like a party after that. And so there's a bunch of stuff we have to do, so it's kind of stressful. Christians baptized, yeah. Yeah. Are you religious? No, not me, but whatever. My wife wanted it to be, because like in Albania, the 1 year is really important for them. So yeah, it's gonna be a big party. It's just the first year. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know why, but yeah, that's what they have. So it's okay with me, right? I chose to be together with an Albanian, right? Woman. Albania isn't Muslim. Some of them, not all of them, though. You thought about doing a new demo, right? Yes, I will do a new demo. I'm actively working on a new demo right now. This is part of the new demo. So, guys, let's make a comparison, right? I'll use Mr. AQ's awesome tool, the compare tool. I'm gonna do a poll in chat. I'm gonna ask you guys which shop you like more. Now, I'm pretty sure 90% of you are gonna choose this shop, and I'm still gonna go with this shop, but I just wanna get a rough idea of what you guys think. This is the shop, and this is the other shop here. There we go. These are the two different shops. And I think it's even better if I do this. There's no way to do these together, right? AQ? I guess not. Would be cool to have them right next to each other, actually. Let me see. Not Excalibur. Excalidor. I think Excalidor does it very well. I gotta be careful here. I don't need that anymore. I need to delete. This is some stuff for my work that I put here. I gotta be careful not to show any of that. There we go. So essentially, we have this part on the right here. And the other shop on the left. There we go. We gotta do it! And this is the other shop. So, okay, now. Let me... This is the... Where is it? Here we go. AQ, you here, bro? Can you do a poll? Is it possible that you can do a poll, Mr. AQ, asking which shop they like more? Shop 1 or 2? I'm gonna put T... Shop 1. That's really small, lol. And then this is shop 2. So which one do you guys like more? Let me do a poll. Which shop do you like more? Shop 1, shop 2. Let's do 5 minutes. Oh, it's already a shop. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. I'll put it up on YouTube too, you guys. I just want to gauge some interest. Shop 1, shop 2. There we go. And Re9, thank you very much for following. So, guys, which shop do you like more? Shop 1 or shop 2? Please vote. On YouTube too, I also have a poll here. If you would like to vote there, that would be great. These are the two shops. On the left here, in shop 1, we have a system where you can interface with the shop and the game does not pause. And you can basically drag and drop items from the shop onto Tangerines. Now that is causing the game to be much faster because you can no longer pause like that. You have to do actions within the game without pausing, which makes it more difficult but also more exciting. And then on the right here you have a full screen shop with a little bit more detail on the items, stuff like that. More what is it called? Higher tier items are more easily displayed. But it's also taking the entire screen, which I don't like so much. It pauses the game too, so you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about it. What is it called? You don't have to worry about the game continuing, and you're just missing the action. However, I think it just takes you out of the gameplay loop, and Shop 1 is just feels much better. What I don't like about Shop 1 is this reroll button here at the bottom. I don't know how else to do it. I guess I'll just keep it the way it is for now. I think Shop 1 is harder to read, especially the reroll blends in with the grass. Yeah, this is the one thing that I don't like. But when you hover over the reroll, it gets dark. So that makes it a bit easier to read. I did do that to make sure that you could see that. How do you show stats on Shop 1? Here, like this. A much simpler tooltip menu than on the bigger shop. And so you have to hover them in order to know these items, but as you play the game longer, you will know these items by heart, if that makes sense. I like Shop 1 as it adds a resource management aspect. Hello Frogboy on YouTube, good morning. Can you test 3-digit prices? Yeah, I think I have. Wait, do I not have? Bro, you can't be serious. Here. No, it's padded to the right. If you think that. No, I made it so that's padding. Oh, there's padding on the right. It grows to the left, not to the right. When you press reroll with the baby, Baldy rise his head up and shuffle them around. What I'm thinking of doing is animating it when you reroll, but not for now. I played Path of Exile over the weekend a little bit, and that game is incredibly successful and doesn't have much of this the UI shenanigans. So I can always add juice to it. But in order to have the gameplay mechanic in the game, I don't need to juice it up right now. What I want to do later is like have a sound effect on bling, 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 where it re-rolls much faster, like bling, 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 re-roll, bling, 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 and stuff like that, sure. But not now. Shop animation DLC, yeah. Juice, appropriate for a game with fruit. Yeah, so juice will be added in post-early access even, probably. Because the gameplay is more important than the whatever. So I think we're taking a look at this, right? We have 6 votes on YouTube that say Shop 1, which means 100%. And then here it's a little bit more 50-50, let's say. Not 50-50, but many more people are saying Shop 2. But this is, I attribute like 30% of that at minimum to my Twitch audience just trying to troll me, rather than give me a real answer. So I'm gonna vote that too. I think shop number 1, I like it more as well. And my decision would have not changed even if this was reversed. Because shop 1 feels more immersive. And I like immersive gameplay. And people who voted for shop 2, they're trolling and trying to ruin your game. Yes, Yellow! Oh my god, thank you very much. Yes, this guy is right. Okay. And he's following since this year, so he's a new viewer. I forgive you, Ken. Beautiful boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pay chatter? Yeah, sure. You are correct, sir. Very good stuff. Yes, okay, so what we're gonna do today is then implement the shop and merge it together with the, what is it called? With the drop chest. We need to merge this together with the inventory system so that when I do the following, I'll show you, let me get some. We can't drop items? Why? Is it because unlocked items? One. Unlocked item choices. Possible items. Items or weighted items. Excuse me. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't have any items. Item ID wizard head. How many is that though? It's just an array. Unlocked hero mask. Spawned heroes. So I don't know why it didn't add any items. That sucks. So I guess I'll figure that out. Obviously, the moment I want to implement something new, I'm gonna run into an error that I didn't run into before when I programmed this. Of course. Because that's the way it should be, like always. Okay, drop. Chest. Why? It didn't even go here. Nani? But, huh? So wait a minute. Bad coding? Bro. Where's my chest? Hey! Control K. So how many weighted items do we have? And why is it complaining? What is it? Spawned hero. Hero spawned. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, so the mage is not there. How many weighted items is that though? Oh, these are empty. So there's only 2. Wait a minute. Drop chest. What does that do? Enemy type wizard position. Huh? Chest drop. Oh, I see. Cakez Bro, just finish up. No one cares what the shop looks like. It's a waste of time to change it. Okay, so I'm gonna change stuff today. You're gone for an hour immediately. Shut up, bitch. Let me code. Let me have fun. I'm gonna unpause notifications. And then I'll code this. All right, let's see. Drop chest. So basically it's dropping a wizard chest, which means the wizard drops 2 mage items.
Fuck Cakez. Fuck pirate is software based.
So we need an enemy that drops all the items. We need a chest.
Don't be afraid of poor marketing and you'll be stronger.
So sie schläft, okay. I have
Good
an idea.
game will
Enemy?
sell nonetheless.
Red, silver.
The money will come to you.
We're gonna drop a silver
Countdown
red
to
enemy.
next bad take. 30 seconds.
Okay. Now, I'll have to still rework how drops work, but that will be a good start. Hello, Mr. Cheeseburgers. These sound effects come from welcome messages, Fearmont. So essentially what's happening is people set up a welcome message, and when they first join the stream on a daily basis, their welcome message gets read through TTS. It's basically a bunch of spam, and I'm actually thinking of removing it, because what I do mostly is I pause these anyways so I can talk in the beginning, then I unmute when I code, and when someone has an important question like right now, I mute again. So basically it's never really actually happening because I find it too intrusive to stream. If you remove it, relief. Yeah, people said that about TTS too. Look what happened. I actually gained viewers because the TTS was so annoying that most people just left because there was a bunch of spam. Listen, guys, I'm not forcing.
Add blee arc to the food and throw it in the forest in the
Shut up, I
seaweed,
was
the
just about to read you,
the
bitch.
moony wheel coo
Hi, Cakez, can you give Godot a try again? I love the devlogs about Godot. Hoping for more.
Maybe. Maybe in the future, my brother. I'll think about it, okay? I'm so happy without Godot.
And so, and unless I see someone make a game, I mean, we have seen examples of games made in Godot. I actually have a cool idea for a game that I want to make to prove Mr. Null Exception wrong about his statement of stop killing games. Right? I have not given up to convince him that it's easy. Okay? And so I kind of want to make a game, but not now. That guy has some spicy takes. Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense when you think about it, right? Nix, you have to think about it like this. This guy is making games using AI. So his work investment is already pretty low because he's trying to reduce the amount of time and effort to make games, and he's trying to maximize the number of monies that he's getting. And so when people force him to make something he doesn't want to make because it requires him to do more work, right? Obviously he's like, nah, I don't want to do that, bruh. And so I can see where he's coming from, right? But I have not given up yet. So maybe at some point he will see the light, right? Maybe if I make a game peer-to-peer, right? Oh, I wanted to ask you guys a question. I want to make, in the future, not now, a peer-to-peer game. Is there a good C or Odin library for that? Like, what about that, Azen, you used it. The library that TCAP used to make a game for itch in the browser. Mscripten. Can Mscripten do peer-to-peer? Is that possible? Hi, Cakez, can you give Godot a try again? You asked that 3 times, bro. I love watching your Godot devil. I appreciate that, brother. I'll think about it, okay? Stop asking the same question. Yes. Peer-to-peer, I guess it would be easy to hack, maybe. See, I want to learn how to do peer-to-peer on a stream with you guys. And so, wait, I can just use... But then I need to upload the game to Steam. What if I don't... Well, I guess 99% of game developers that actually make a game and try to sell it, they will do a game on Steam, and therefore they also have access to the Steam library. But what if you don't? Just Rodok peer-to-peer, no need for a library if you want to learn? You don't need to use Steam? No, it's a library made by Valve. Wait, it's a library made by Valve. For C or what? Is that for C or Odin? Or does it matter? C++. Aha. Releases. Damn. And by the way, Samos or Blind, thank you very much for being a big supporter, aka subscribing to YouTube for money. I appreciate that a lot, man. Those voices sound bonkers, yeah? Use Hazel Engine, Cakez. It's not ready yet, okay? He's working on the renderer, so there's got to be some stuff he still needs to do. I've seen the titles on his streams. Let's see, source code? Source code? So, okay. I suppose it's include. This is the include. This is what you actually need, right? So this is all you need. Well, that seems very simple to use, man. If this is all you need, just a bunch of header files? Really? CMake. Oof. If I can get it without CMake, source. I suppose source is just something that you need to build it from, right? But okay, read me. Connection oriented API, TCP, UDP, quick API overview, include Steam folder. Aha! To get an idea what the API looks like, include. This documentation is here. Examples can be found here. Building. I don't want to build. I just want to use it. So basically, all I need to do is just include this. And then I include the sockets. And that's it. Sources to CPP files. I will make you read this, Cakes. I wanted to bring up something about the Celeste tutorial. I think it's very important to properly credit Nynx for the art she created. Without her contributions, she wouldn't have had the visual element to showcase, and I believe she deserves recognition for her work. Yeah, I can do that, but what should I do now? Make a video saying the art is from Nynx? Didn't I do that? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, blow the horn? Make a video? Just add her in the description. Oh, I mean, yeah, I can do that. And can even mass edit the descriptions. 20-minute statement, please? Yeah. It's like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll put it on a to-do list, okay? But my to-do list is big. I don't even know where I should do that. Put that in, man. Look at this list, guys. Huh? Damn, enjoying your game dev, Joni and Godot. I make MVP like Mr. Cakez in just a week. By the way, I added Soma Prime and Among Us crew member. Okay, bro. Let me see. Credit Nynx on the Celeste tutorial videos. TCAP to-dos is 1,200. Yeah, I'm gonna do a cleanup soon because many of these to-dos no longer apply. Meta progression drops. Sound effect for you. Health regeneration stat on the defender is misleading. There's some stuff, but others is not that important. Yeah, Nix made the title font, by the way. That's true. It's good font. But thing is, and Haskal's gonna hate me for this too. I'm thinking about redesigning the thumbnail for the Steam capsule again, which is not a good thing to do, by the way, as you build a brand with the existing one. But I'm probably gonna add in a princess, and I'm gonna make the princess ride this wagon. And so I'm gonna upgrade this wagon to include the princess, like a spot for the princess, and then it's gonna be the shop and the princess at the same time, and then princess is gonna just travel the world. Remove the daily messages and add a 50,000 TTS redeem with a daily limit of 1 per user. That's a nice idea, Mr. AQ. I mean, you could even add the TTS redeem, and I would then have to code it into the bot, I think. Or I would have to ask Aberfound to do that. I'm not gonna make it 5k, no. It's too annoying. Where's Aberf? Sorry, I just leaked that. I'm so stupid. Sorry. There we go. Is that a lot of work? Okay, sorry guys. I just blanked out. For 5k for someone's life earnings, Cakes point seems valid to me. No, because I know that people have literally way more. Sengu linked his peer-to-peer code. No, he did not link his peer-to-peer code. He linked to some sort of GitHub. Yeah. And Cakes, create Cakes. 4 minutes ago. Yeah, readme. What is the readme? Just Godot engine. Okay, thank you very much, Sengo. My man. See you in 5 minutes. 10 minutes, actually. Anyways, so let's get to coding. This seems very interesting. I like that a lot. I'll save that for the game, the to-do list for the game that I have in mind for that. If we get to it, then we'll definitely do that. But for now, let's not do that. This game turned out to be an excellent tower defense game, despite taking 4 years to develop. Honestly, I didn't expect this to be good. Right now, we don't really have much of a game. But the moment this stuff is implemented, we will. Okay, now, what I did wrong the last time was to get too distracted, my brothers. I'm going to now go into flow state and code in the shop, selecting an item I already have. Now we need to test if we have an item selected and if we are hovering over a hero. If we do, then I want to show the upgrade glow if they can use it. And so I have coded this already, mostly. And I need to connect this as well with the with the inventory at the bottom. Yeah, the daily limit is, I know, it's on Twitch. The Twitch bot has to support TTS, but I forgot how to do it, so Abef can just tell me how to do it again, and then I'll try to do it. Alright, so essentially, I'm thinking about creating a safe game right now by uploading to Git and then making changes. Or I'm just gonna... No, I should do the changes, yeah. I should do a safe game. I can always go back. I'm not gonna go back, because I'm not done, but git add. God. See, like this, what would you do, guys, when you have like a big feature that consists of many small features, and you have completed one small feature of that bigger I guess you do a branch, right? What did we do here, by the way? I did a lot. Shit. We changed that, I guess, round start, yeah. Texture atlas, assets. Oof, yeah, renamed. See, I did this off stream to like, I want to quickly talk about this again. I was burned out on Friday and had to recover, and I'm still kind of dealing with burnout for the game because it's taking long, blah, 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 yada, yada. And so I decided for myself I would not touch the game at all on the weekend and try to relax as much as possible. But I told myself that I should do tiny things to keep in touch with the game. And this is one thing I did. I literally just renamed something from Cakez, which was before, to Tangy. Just renaming something, but staying in touch with the project. Very important. If you don't do that during times of low energy or doubt, it will be harder to come back and you might quit. And if it's really important to you, maybe you want to consider doing like these tiny things that take 1 to 2 minutes to do. They keep you in the game. They keep you motivated in a way. And motivation will come again. It comes and fades and stuff like that. Okay, renamed Cakez to Tangy for sprites. That's one thing. And then I guess reroll, outline, padlocks. Oh yeah, redesigned the long bow. Looks cooler now. Nice. Okay, game CPP here. I did quite a few things. Working on balancing level 1. Campsite road. And then I implemented a feature that many of you guys suggested, which is not 100% in the game yet, but you now have heroes can no longer die. Unless you sell a hero can no longer die. They just disable themselves. That's what I did as well. Actually, I coded that even on Friday after the stream, because crazy changes. I think that is important. Because I noticed when I was playing my game that I hated the fact that heroes died. Because working on balancing item costs and drops. Heroes don't die anymore. Added a new shop to the game, and that's about it. I don't want to go through everything because we're gonna sit here until we're done. We're gonna sit here until tomorrow. Chat's mom's fat. There we go. Nice password, dude. Let's go. Okay, good stuff. Now I want to quickly show you that, and then I can finally play around with the code. Essentially what I thought about, and I think it makes sense, that I played a lot of Kingdom Rush, right? And what is annoying in the game is when your melee units die. But the cool thing about Kingdom Rush is... Oh, heroes don't die anymore. Yes, I'll show you. So, I'll show you here. What I liked about Kingdom Rush is that the maps play like a big overall battle. And it's really cool to see when there's a lot of stuff going on the screen that you somehow try to divert your attention to different places or split up your attention to different places, but you don't want to micromanage something like heroes dying and then having to reinvest the money into the dead hero. And so Kingdom Rush fixes this by allowing towers to exist outside of the road, and then the melee units from the towers, they keep respawning over time. So there's a penalty to dying, but you never lose what you invested in, because it feels bad when you give something to the player. They invested a lot of money and time and effort into it, and then it got taken away from you. And so disabling a tower, in my opinion, is more fun, because okay, so he's not gonna die this round. Tangy will get disabled like that. Okay, what's that? What's that again? Okay. Yes, exactly. So that's what's gonna happen in the game. I just need to code a wheelchair real quick. So yeah, what happens now is they turn into a gravestone. They disappear. They show up kind of deformed. And then over time, they enable again and they start attacking. It does take quite a bit of time, but they come back. And they enable themselves again, like here as well, boom. And I think that makes it a lot more fun, because I can reuse those corpses as well for necromancy. I can add in an ability into the healing circle that, as an upgrade, the healing circle will revive fallen Tangies. And the most important part is I can code in or design huge battles with a lot of casualties, because the Tangerines are coming back. They revive with items, of course. I'm not taking anything away from the player. So now I can build like this ginormous wave that spawns gazillion types of enemies. I barely hold on to it. But I win because they don't get through, but I lose like 50% of my Tangerines. How can you burn out from watching random videos on YouTube? Okay, Mr. Poseidon. Yeah, like I do that all day, right? True. So you won't do it like Bloons where they just die? In Bloons, they don't even die. The one map that you're thinking of where they die, they just sell themselves. So even if... And I need to add that in too, by the way, so that the cost increases with. Okay. Ooh, nice. Essentially, will the last mission in the game have a wave indicator that says they are billions? True. Maybe Ghost should appear after Tangerine's death. I already have a gravestone, man. I already have a visual for that. I can update it in the future, but it's done. It's set in stone right now. It indicates enough. Yeah, and so I can generate these big battles now. And I think the game will be more fun, and also, what is it called? The game will be more fun and, what is it called? Appealing, because I can generate bigger battles. Wait, how did he revive? He died. He revived too early. So yeah, there's still some bugs in it, but yeah, let's do the shop now. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to show you this, guys, because I think it fixes so many issues that the game has if I don't do that. Like, for example, what should I do with the items when the hero dies? Do they drop on the ground? And like many of these things just suck. Next time it fully dies. No, I'm just gonna keep it like this for now, let people play, and if they hate it, then I'm gonna change it. But I think people mostly will like it, because there's so many people that gave me feedback on, I hate how my units can die permanently, and I can do nothing about it. And so, yeah. I think this is more forgiving. It makes the game more casual, but it doesn't mean that it makes the game easier. I call it a forgiveness mechanic. Celeste, massively successful. I think it's a forgiveness mechanic. We'll see, right? Let's go. Okay, so essentially we have the in-game shop here. And it always draws the shop number 2. The thing is, I think, is this the TFT item system? In-game 1 level. Let's find the TFT items. Here we go. So these are the items. They always show up. And in here, I need, let's see. When we go through the items, we need to get the hovered item, level state center. So for example, I need to know which item we hover over, because I could potentially take a wand from the shop and add that to the inventory here. But there could already be an item present in the inventory, which means if I hover over an item in the inventory, I can merge the two if they have a recipe. So there's gonna be a lot of coding required to merge these two together. Let me see what's the best thing to do. So I think the first thing here would be to extract this function out into a bigger scope. So the TFT items here, I need to have at least access. Oh, great. I need to have access on it. Great, what is this? That's a function. Display top performing heroes. I need to have access here. Center. Oh shit. So, okay. Now level state is fine. And then over here we just need to supply the vector 2. There, which I wonder what center is. I suppose that is the middle of the inventory. Okay, so we're gonna supply that as a reference. There we go. Hello, I'm free again. Hello, Sengo. Good morning. I don't like my heroes dying. Yeah, no, most people don't like it. I got a lot of feedback on that. Okay, so that one's the first. Is that everything? Do I only call it once? Okay, so now I actually have a reason to call it multiple times. Let's see. Selecting, deselecting, merging items. This is outside, further down below, and this is the shop modal. So I think I can now call... No, what is center? What is this? So this is actually the inventory center, inventory position. So I should call this inventory position, or call it inventory center. Not over here, inventory size. And I think what I need to do is take these two and extract them out into a bigger scope, which is here. Because they're not dependent on anything and many things below needed. So that's number one. Number two, something that's really pissing me off. In Vim, you can do motions to go from an open curly brace to a closed curly brace. I'm saying something right now. Shut up! And, wait, it does work now. Does it? No, it does not. Does it? What? Does it? No, it does not. So there is, let's see, speed buttons are fine. I can jump between opening and closing curly braces, but when there is a comment with a, like for example, there's a comment here, right, with a closing brace, then it will pass this brace too, even though it's not an active brace, and then it will not show the correct scope, opening and closing scope. So this right here is wrong, because the modals are closed, I think, here. What's this? This is TFT items, is it? Yeah. So I think somewhere, maybe this Opening, closing brace. Maybe not. Maybe this here. Maybe that's causing it. Wait, maybe I missed one here. No. Let's see. So it's definitely draw shop 2. 100%. Yes. It's draw shop 2 because draw shop 2 ends here. So it's in this for loop. So maybe it's this. Nope. So it's gotta be... Ah! Here it is. Forgot a closing. So annoying. But we found it. It's fine. Mr. Magetsap, hope you're doing good. Good morning, bro. Hope you have a good day so far. It's Monday. Hope you're enjoying yourselves here. Making your games. Everything's going well, bro. Hello there, sir. Good morning, Cakez. How was your weekend? And what is on the menu today? We're going to merge the... Or I added in a new shop for the game. That looks better and is cooler. Oh, by the way, you can right-click and lock items. This is what it looks like. But I need to do something else rather than right-click. If you guys have any idea on how to lock items, maybe control-click or something, I don't know. Because right-click would be purchasing an item into the shop here. I want right-click to be purchase item into the shop, and therefore right-clicking for locked. Yeah, kind of doesn't make sense, but for now it's right-click. Windows Alt L is not what you should do. Okay, so now let's see. Now that we can actually focus on this, we can go up and down in the shop modal. I can select an item, and I need access on this selected item out in the inventory, I think. If the inventory sees that I have a selected item from the shop, I cannot select an item on the inventory. So it basically disables the inventory controls, if that makes sense. So let's drop a chest, maybe a couple more, and get some items here. Some simple ones, like that one would work. That one's great too. I suppose that one. That one. And that one. Okay, so we do have some items. Right now, if I select an item in the shop, I can test if I can use it on something, and I can put it on a hero, and then it shows up this. Now, what I want to do is when I select an item here, I do not want to show... I do not... Like, for example, if I click now, I have both of them selected. That's bad. So, what I need to do is, I need to code in a connection. And so this should be selected shop item. This int needs to be extracted out to the global scope where the inventory is. And so now the shop can access this and ask, well, do I have a selected shop item? If yes, then we obviously can't do anything in the shop. So that's simple. Let me see here. That's it, right? Okay, so, no, wait, that's level modals. In-game shop, okay. Right, now that we selected one, I want, if it's selected, yeah, this is deselect item. We draw it on the mouse. Zoe woke up, I think. We selected an item. I want to... Oh yeah, get. Actually not here. Get Harvard item. So that would be the shop center, but we don't really need that anymore. But okay, shop center. No, wait, inventory center. And then the index.
What does that mean? Index. Huh? Index?
What the hell? Or is it like const int index is get? Hey, what does it do? What does it take? It's been a while since I coded this. Item index. Item index. Why do I use that? Harvard item index. Oh, I see. It cannot hover over itself. And so if I have an item from the shop, then it's always going to be a different index. So I'm just gonna do -1. Okay, yeah, I see. So over here, -1, and then we'll just do -1 is the index to not have the same item hover over it. Okay, there we go. So if, now what does it return? I think it returns me an index, not an item ID, or maybe an item ID. Oh, it returns me a free item. Holy, okay. Alright, so if we have a free item, we can do something with this, of course. But for now, if there is something there, I guess we'll do all of that. What is this? Oh, we have the item ID, yeah. Holy, what's going on? Hey, Kitaro, Kaido, sorry, Kaido. Good morning, man. How you doing, bro? Item.id. Item.id is item. If I consume the primary button and we have a recipe, then I wait. Oh, then I need to re-roll the shop here. If Harvard, wait, what? Get a recipe. Wait. If there's no item, oh, I see. Then I set the item. Wait. Reroll shop and buy the item. And then selected shop item. Set that to 0. So this is a to-do here. Man, is it hard to concentrate. Why is she crying so much? What's going on? Yeah. Here is when we merge them. Merge item. Then we obviously also have to re-roll the shop and deselect the item. Now you can see here that it also needs to, yeah, and then the deselect item, and then we save the game, which I guess there's no, there is. Okay, and then otherwise it does a cross animation. Man, okay, so now we need this cross animation time and extract that out. Crazy. Here's where we find out his wife isn't home. Yeah, that would be so, what is that called? That would be so unverantwortlich in English. That's crazy, yeah. That was certainly. God damn, bro. Irresponsible, yeah. That's a nice shirt, Cakes. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. I kind of want to make fun of Zoe, but she wouldn't understand. Like, I would be like very loud, like, shut up! But then she would be more confused than anything. Zoe's crying, yeah, she's hungry. By the way, man, she's like so small, right? But she ate a sausage today like a real grown-up. Like, I was like, what the hell? Like, I thought that she would die, right? Because it's really important to not Especially, you can't give your baby tomatoes or grapes because they are too small and they could literally, get stuck in the Hals in English and literally they cannot breathe, right? It's a real worry that that can happen. Throat, yeah, it's crazy. That is like, you have to be so careful. My son is 1.5 years old. Mission equals keep him alive. True. But hey, guys, she can walk now. She's like real champion. Before 1 year, I'm proud. Before 1 year, she's able to to walk. Not perfectly, right? She falls down sometimes, but she can walk. So can I? Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, soon I will let her code the game. True. And then I'll just tell her what to do and pay her minimum wage. Exactly. Yes. That's how it's gonna work, obviously. If we have a selected item, is item index, and we draw that. Otherwise, and cross animation time is greater. Then we draw a cross. Okay, so drawing a selected item. This one's gonna be difficult because this if check needs to encompass a selected shop item, at least for the cross. So this is probably like an else if. Here, we'll have to see. Because I could try to select an item here and I can still select the shop item, so that's bad too. So now I should not, I can still select those, okay. I have to think about this, this is a bit more difficult. But hey, let's see, what do we have here? Cross animation time, cross duration, oh I see, so we need cross duration as well. I mean, might as well just put all of it then up at the top. Because I will need both of those. I need access to both of these. There we go. Used to animate the cross if the player tries to place an item on a hero that can't equip the item or merge items that don't have a recipe. There we go. So that's for that. Basically what this is this. This is what it is. And I really like that because it indicates to the player, bro, you can't do that. And that's all they need to know. And so obviously you should not be able to hover over items in the shop when you do this. Stuff like that. We'll see. Good plan. Let her work on the game, Cakez. Make a devlog titled, my TD game is so complex it requires 2 generations of developers to finish it. Maybe throw her to music school. Yeah, maybe. I don't teach my kids to code. I just want them to grow up knowing foreign languages and math. But what if your kids decide they want to code? Like, why would you decide that for them? Like, if they really like it, shouldn't you support them? What do you think? Let me see. Shut more down. No. We have that. We get the Harvard item here. Reroll shop and buy the item. So I cannot select an item if I have a Harvard item already. Harvard item. No, I have a selected shop item. Okay. So this is, I need to jump between the 2 places. Wait, what is this here? Free item? If the recipe is nothing and we have unlocked an item, then it draws a format text. Oh, I see. I'm just not gonna do that for now. I'll think about if I even want to do that or not. Okay, so we have that done here. I can select this. And then in the shop, okay, let's mark this as A and then go to TFT and mark this as B. We can jump between the 2. C and B. Okay, now In the shop, we get a hyper item here. Selected item, blah blah blah. Selected hero. This is the items. Button is hot. Free item, do button. Hovering over other items. Selecting, drawing. Okay, when do I select the item? If the button is hot, I guess here. Sorry, here. Merging. If I clicked the primary button, I can only select an item if it is deselect item. That's fine. Select the item is another else if. We don't have a selected shop item. There we go. Okay, now I should no longer be able to click on this and then select anything in the shop. Oh, it merged them. Lol. It merged the item. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. Cool. Okay, so that already works. I can already merge items. That's nice. Yeah. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom really quickly. We already have merging. Obviously, it doesn't cost money yet. And I can buy items even. Look at this. That's great. Okay, cool. Now, I obviously need to make it so that when you buy an item, it re-rolls this item. And when we hover over another item, it should show if they can be merged or not. Like these crosses should appear. So how do I do that? Let's go to B. If we have a selected item, hovered item, press primary, draw text, resulting item, plus equals, consume pressed. I think it's draw. No, that's not it. We're not hovering a hero. Selected item, plus and minus. Yeah, show icons over items if they can be merged with the selected item. This one right here. This if check.
Collector's alt account just joined.
Glad to be back to my
Selected
favorite
item.
Vulkan and Godot stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
If we have a selected item, then we get that. I mean, it depends on what item we supply to this function. Okay, guys, give me a second. Didn't you say he's fairly easy yesterday? Why are you struggling? Well, the first one was, yeah, because he didn't do any damage, but this one you can't see anything. And second, he's black. It's fine. Come on. Yeah. You. I'm back. My brothers, I am back. Let's continue. So I need to copy this code. Or this. Recipe item. Basically, we need to get a different recipe item.
Thank you Orthano for 169 bits. Cakez nut Orthano Cakez.
Oh man, thank you very much for the big support, bro. 169 bits. Mr. Thano, hope you're doing good, bro. How's your game coming along, by the way, man? Okay, I think I have an idea. The selected item ID, what we can do here is, do we have selected shop item? Then we selected shop item. We need to go into the shop. Game state save state.shop items on select. Oh, I see, that's an ID. That is an ID. It's just an integer value that has nothing to do with the... That sucks. We need to store something else, guys. The ID doesn't help us. It does not help us. We don't need that information. Let me think. So, wait. This is the shop again. And the selected shop item is here further down. Selected shop item. This needs to be, I suppose, just an item ID. Because that's all we need, really. The shop controls when I click. So is Cakez? Yeah, but she's with my wife, so she should be fine. It's like if I walk away every time she cries, then I will never get anything done. Okay, so I think we're turning this into an item ID. I think that's all we need to do. Wait, do we? I mean, it just shows the plus and minus, right? So that's fine. That should be okay. And then that is a selected shop item, which is item none. There we go. And then over here, we don't turn that into the bottom ID, but we turn that into... But that... Oh, that's bad. No, that's not good. I need a shop item ID. Ah, shit. Well, item.id. I need two selected ones. Ah, that's so annoying. Maybe an index? It needs to be an index. It needs to be an int. The reason why, selected shop item index. The reason why it needs to be an index is sometimes, I don't know how I coded this, but sometimes you can still have the same, saw that? You can have the same item appear twice. I don't know why. And I thought, well, maybe that's good. Maybe keep it. And if I keep it, then obviously I can't store the item ID because I have this twice. The club is there twice. So, index selected. Okay, let's see. What do we need to change? Item index is item index. And then we do item index here and item index. Like that. Index, that needs to be an invalid index. Here too. There we go. Pressed secondary, invalid index. There we go. Cool. Selected shop item index. What is this, by the way? Consume, deselect the item. Okay, good. What do we have here? Select the item. If that is unequal to invalid index. There we go. How long have you been developing this? More than 3 years, like 3.5 years. Coding the game, I would say 2 years. The rest of the time was spent on coding some stupid engine stuff. And I started learning C++ in 2020. So C++ developing, like doing stuff in C++, is about 5 years. I started in May 2025, and now we have June. Right? May, June, July. No, we have July, right? We have July now. Do we have July? Yes. So, yeah, 5 years in C++, and then about 4 years on the game plus the engine, and about 2 years of gameplay experience. And that's the one that matters, man. The gameplay experience, making games. Should have started with this, but it's fine. All right, let's see. So where was I? Man. We're gonna get it. We're gonna be able to do it. How did you end up interested in gaming graphics development?
Like, how long, bro? Like, what's you doing?
What were you doing before web development? And I saw that I didn't want to be a web developer my entire life. No, noise cancelling headphones is not good, because then there might actually be something and you don't hear anything. That's really bad. Like, I would never forgive myself if I don't hear something. Which has happened before, of course. You should have released Demo 1 and 2 as separate games. No, 2 not. I don't agree with Demo 2, but I agree with Demo 1. Demo 2, 2, 3 and 4 is normal iteration, normal game iteration. That's normal. But Demo 1 to Demo 2, yes, I agree. Hello? Hello? But it's no difference if you would be in the office. Yeah, that is true, but I'm still home. Like, imagine if you have like a partner and you bank on them hearing you, and then you like, maybe something happens and you don't hear them because you have noise cancelling headphones. And I will be at the office for my work, but just not for streaming, because I don't want to stream in the office. Like, they will think I'm crazy and they will toss me out. Like, one day I'm gone. 100%. Demo 2 did not have splines, it was square based. Yes, it was worse. But it was the same game, just worse. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, that still does not work, because we need to look into B. Let me see here. Button is not hot. Point in rect, cell text, and wagon rect. Hello, Mr. Pikachu. Hope you're doing good, man. Let me see. Free time, selected hero. Description. Where am I even here? Okay, so this is the shop. I need to find the place where I'm hovering over an item in the shop, or I have a selected item. Which, here. No, wait. Not this. Here, this case. So we either have a selected item, or we have selected shop item index. Yeah. Das speichern? Würde ich speichern, ja. I can't believe that someone already copied your game nearly 1-to-1. And it makes money on it. Itch.io. Cakez chip pack. What a bunch of assholes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, what is this again? Like, you want to get banned, right? You're wasting my time. And it doesn't even load. Aha! Okay, bro, you actually get banned. Where are you? Terrain pull up ahead, bro. 10 minutes. What do you think about Game Maker Studio? I use it good enough for me? Yeah, it's good. I think Game Maker Studio is great. I think it's better than Godot, to be honest. It costs money, but I think it's good. Okay, let me see. So now we need to figure out what do we have. Do we have... It's all about the item ID. Oof. Oof. There it is. Holy. Okay. Now it goes into this twice. In both cases, please work. Hey, cool. It does work. Well, let's re-roll until we have something that merges. Oh. You see that? So now it works. Geil. Cool. I can't select it though, for some reason. I can't select these anymore. That's bad. I wonder why that is. Why is that? I mean, the button should be hot, right? Yeah, it is. Can I not press the primary button or what's going on here? It does work. Okay. Why can I not select items? GG, yeah. True. I'm looking forward to the stream back on Earth for the next 3 years. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that at some point when we can farm enough money to go and build ourselves, either buy ourselves a Wohnung in English, a flat with 4 rooms, so I have my own room, or yeah, that is the most likely actually. Like for example, as far as I understand, you need to farm like 30 to 40k monies, and then with that money you can go to the bank, you lend yourself some money for a flat, you buy a flat, then you over time you rasterize it. I don't know what that's called, right? You level up the interiors with overtime, right? You make it more habitable, I guess, right? And then you sell it after 2 to 3 years. You need to live in it for 2 plus years, then you sell it for double the price, for example. And then you pay back the money you lend. You pay back the money that you got from the bank, and you also have like a surplus of money that you get. We're renting now, yes. And with that surplus, let's say you buy this for 200k and you sell it for 400k. With 400k, you have enough money to go and build a house. And so, actually, someone taught me that. That was my past boss, and in Germany that works. How much is the rent in your city? We pay a K a month, about a K. You renovated. Yeah, you renovate. Exactly. Sorry, I didn't know the words exactly. Are you describing a mortgage? Mortgage? Yeah, like you lend yourself money for buying an apartment. Yes. So you're like, it's like leveling up, right? You don't go for the full raid boss at the very end, right? You don't go there first. You need to first clear out the trash mobs and do the side dungeons. And the side dungeon is basically a flat, if you can buy one. Because then you're paying, basically, whenever rent is due, you are paying yourself rather than someone else. And so the money is not completely gone, but you need to also, maybe you need to make some...
Maybe
some, what is that called? Abstriche in English. Abstriche in English. You need to make some trade-offs. Yeah, you need to have some trade-offs between maybe the living conditions are not that great because there's a bunch of, I don't know. I don't know what that's called in English. Basically, the living conditions might not be great because the living baseline is very low because people live there that don't earn much. I don't know how you describe that in English, man, but essentially it could be a living condition where you don't pay much because the Umfeld in English is living costs are worse, and therefore you have worse neighbors, for example, right? Louder neighbors, I don't know, weird neighbors, alcohol, whatever, right? You never know. But you can farm money doing that. That's what my ex-boss did, essentially. And he farmed enough money with doing that to build a house. Like Albanians. Now, it doesn't mean that it's foreigners, right? It can be Germans too. That doesn't, like that does not matter. Buy the best house in the worst neighborhood, sir. Yeah. Or the worst house in the best neighborhood. Yeah, one of the two, right? Basically a cheap enough house that you can afford, and for that you need to farm like 20 to 30k in Germany, currently. Now, it might go up. So yeah, essentially, that's the idea. Deselect the item. Selected item. If it's unequal. Hey, you stupid? Ah, wait, it needs to be equal. Of course. But wherever Cakez moves, he will be in the louder neighborhood that brings down the value. He will be the loud neighbor that brings down the value. I mean, that's not entirely wrong, sir. That is not entirely wrong, so I agree. Yeah, okay, cool. It still works. Great. I can still select an item on the shop if I have selected an item on the... Holy. Left both doors open, man. Intruder swatted. Yeah. Look. My wife made these. This is a...
Guys, I didn't sleep much. I apologize, okay? It was early this morning that the Handwerker in English came to get rid of the Schimmel in English in the bathroom. And I haven't been sleeping, basically at all. So I just don't know any of these words anymore, guys. It's mush. I apologize. Anyways, yeah, it is how it is. Handyman, mold, yeah, true. That's what I wanted to say. Brötchen. No, Laugenbrötchen in English. Laugenbrötchen. The brown Brötchen. Your wife made mold? No, the mold happened in the bathroom at the top. Because we don't have a window in the bathroom and the air flow is very weak, especially when the windows are closed, and we can't always have the window open for Zoe, especially when you bathe your baby. You need to close the windows when it's very cold, otherwise they freeze very fast. Stuff like that. And so we can't always keep the windows completely open to have like a flow of air going on, and so over time we just had mold gather at the top. Yeah, you will double the house or the apartment's price because you renovate.
You do the renovations yourself. You don't pay someone, otherwise you're wasting your money, right? You need to do them yourself, so you need to know how to do it. Luckily, me, my dad, my brother, and I have friends, we all know how to do it. And I can literally get away with very cheap labor and renovate the entire house for almost free, like comparatively. And so you could double the price of the house just by renovating it. And then it's a really... So it's a solid, not house, sorry, apartment, solid apartment. And then you sell it after 2 years. And in Germany, when you sell an apartment that you lived in for 2 years, you pay 0 taxes. So let's say you sell a house in Germany, an apartment, my God, an apartment in Germany that you lived in for 2 years plus. And you sell it for 400k, you get 400k and you pay nothing on those. That's literally how it works. It's like a hack, and I hope they don't fix this, because to me this feels like some sort of bug in the code, and they need to make sure that it needs to stay in the code until I do that too, and then I don't care, they can fix it, right? But now, please don't do it now. Yeah, and so for me, that would be like the jump I need to build a house. Now, obviously, you need to kind of manage this a bit, right? If you're living in the apartment and you're building a house, you kind of need to get a loan, and then when and so you don't have the 400k while you're still living in the house, the apartment. So you have to think about that. You could also like keep farming apartments, right? Let's say you get your first apartment, then you get your, let's say 200k, right? And you invested 100k, now you have 100k plus. Now you're farming the next apartment, and you can do that every 2 to 3 years. You can farm some good money. House flipper, yeah. Now you still need to renovate the house. That's a lot of work, okay? That does not come for free, obviously. I don't think that's right. You just pay the 25 property gambling tax. Forgot what it is. But it's still income, no? No, I don't know what it is exactly, but my ex-boss, who is the boss of a company himself, they did that recently, like 1 year ago or something. And he told me they paid nothing. And I also have another friend that is renovating houses for a living. So he buys the houses, the apartments! The apartments, he buys them at low cost, tries to get them right. He tries to get Schnäppchen in English. And then he renovates them and he sells them. But since he doesn't live there for 2 years, he needs to pay taxes on this. It's 25 speculation tax that you don't have to pay. Yeah, we'll see. Like, maybe it's already changed, right? But that's what I'm gonna try to do. Once you make millions with Tangy TD. Yeah, so I'm banking, I'm not banking. Not suggesting. Not proposing. I'm expecting. Not expecting. It's also not expecting. Like, I'm not hoping. Coping. No. It's not hoping. It's like when you expecting. That's what it is. I'm expecting, predicting, yeah, kinda, I'm pretending that I will not earn this much, and I'm planning around that fact so that, let's say I don't sell anything. That's how I don't know how you say that in English, but essentially that's how I'm operating, right? If the game is successful, then that's a bonus, but I can't put it into my calculation. I'm not putting it into the calculation, if that makes sense. Yes. Anticipating, yeah. What is the streamer trying to say? I don't know, man. Anyways, so that's the idea. Delicious. It's a bunch of sugar, but hey, who cares? Okay, so now we need to have the selected inventory item. We cannot select an item in the shop if we have a selected inventory item. I was on an anti-sugar thing for a while, but then I had a baby, Nings. And I gained 10 kilograms. Yeah. Baby, finding, like, you weren't here, but I was working 2 jobs. Playing soccer, trying to deal with a baby, and streaming. And working on my game. That was rough. And so I needed to find something to cope. And so I started eating sugar ice cream in the evening. I'm gonna get myself maybe some ice cream today again. But what? I'm combating it again. I'm already going back to the gym. I'm going back to soccer. Today is soccer, for example. So I'm combating it again to get healthier again. What's your favorite ice cream? This one. This one I'll buy. Especially when it's reduced in price. Costs like €1 or something. €1 or something for this. Yeah, I don't eat Jaffa cakes anymore. So you eat all in one go? Yeah. I eat a portion. When I buy one, I eat the whole thing. I'm not eating half of it, man. Why? Cakez liar? Yeah, last time I bought them, my wife stole them. I needed to buy an extra one, yeah. True. Cakez, apparently you are correct. No speculation tax, no income tax after 2 years of own usage. See guys, I told you. You can sell a house for 400k. If you live there for 2 years, you get 400k. It's like a money farming machine. If you have some liquid assets, right? Or you have some money stored somewhere, you farmed some money, like couple Ks, right? You can try to buy a house, renovate it yourself, and then sell it again. Right? It works. But you pay the bank. See, like the way this works is like this. Right now, I pay $1,000 and it's gone. Let's say I pay $1,000 when I when I buy an apartment and I have to lend myself 150k and I myself have 40k. Or let's say I have 50k, the bank gives me 150k. Now 150k, you need to pay that back. And then you have like a percentage of, I don't know, what is the percentage nowadays? Times 0.0, is it 5%? How much is it? 5%? So you have like 7,500 a year that you need to pay extra. And now let's say you make it so that you pay $1,000 over a 12-year period, right? Sorry, a 12-month period. So every month you pay 1,000. Now that's 12,000, and then you minus 7,500. This is actually how much you pay off of the 150k. So every year you are paying off your debt by 4,500. So you are effectively farming 4,500 euros a year compared to just renting an apartment. If it's 5%, if you lend yourself 150 and you pay 1,000 a month, like if that's all, like you see. And so you are effectively paying yourself compared to not paying, compared to completely losing it. You're still losing money, but not as much as if you bought a house. And so that's the incentive for, not a house, an apartment, god damn it. So an apartment. Normally pay most of the interest in the first several years, Cakez. I don't know how that works, man. Listen, I'm not good with taxes. I could have done a mistake here. Make it 1,000. Make it 2,000. It's still more than zero. You cannot reside in the apartment when you renovate it, and you need some real crap apartment, so the renovation makes a big difference. Yes, you do need to. Yes, see, that's the downside. These are the two downsides. So, for example, maybe you have to live at your parents' house for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until it's inhabitable or habitable enough for you to go there. But it's still possible. Obviously, there are some nuances to it, right? You have to make it work somehow. Maybe you don't have space at your parents. Maybe you need to go to your friends. Excuse me. But it's still possible, right? And if there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And can I still select a shop item? I forgot. And, oh yeah, and it needs to cross, of course. Okay, I can select both of these. That's bad. When do we select an item? Here. If we pressed. Wait. Here. Would this be sufficient housing for the duration of the renovation, Cakes? See, like, this is gonna be your first ban, lol boy, but I'm gonna ban you nonetheless for 10 minutes, okay, bro? That's literally toxic. Where are you? You're so lucky that your chat keeps moving, man. 15 minutes. 12. You're lucky, sir. It's only 12 minutes. Banned despite blubbers? Oh, that won't work. Selected. Item. Selected item index. Static int, invalid index. Depending on your mortgage, you will have 400k for all the work, Cakes. Maybe not the biggest money glitch. I do not think it will be 40k for all of the renovations. Absolutely not. Because I will do most of it myself. I don't know where you get 400,000 from. My brother renovated his entire house. And there was 3 stories. Like small, but 3 stories, right? Nah, he didn't pay nearly as much. 400,000 Gewinn. 40,000 Gewinn. Earnings. I see. We'll have to see, man. I don't know. I'll report back in 4 years or something. I think it will happen in the next 4 years for me. Now, first I need to farm a bit of money and then we'll see. Right? But I think that's the best way to get to a house in 5 to 6 years. This Cakes, brother, you guys... invalid index. That needs to be equal to... Invalid index. Invalid index. Can't you rob a bank? Yeah, let's rob a bank. See, like, I watch these YouTube videos, right? You know what is crazy? When you rob a bank and you steal a couple $1 million, they hunt you for life. It's never going away, and they will do their utmost, get the most elite units on your ass, like because you stole like $10 or something, right? But when like some predator killed some little kid, right? They get off for 5 years, or they just, oh, we can't fight him. There's so many cases, bro. It's so unfair, right? So you should not steal any money, because that's the worst thing you could do. Every time I see this comparison. It's like, oh, this person only got 5 years. Oh, he just groped a child. Oh, can't happen, bro. Better luck next time. It's like, what? I get so infuriated by these. The American system, right? About the justice system is so bad. I just do not understand this, man. Oh my, it's infuriating as hell, bro. Bruh, so you should not steal money because they're gonna be after you for life, okay? You will have to get a new identity, change skin color, everything, like in The Sims, okay? You need to get a complete character overhaul in order to make a living or to go somewhere so they don't recognize you because they're gonna be looking for you every time, everywhere, all the time, okay? Constantly. Just because you stole $1 million from a bank. And that's so bad. Oh, I stole a little bit of money off this billions and billions of dollars. Anyways, yeah. Invalid index here. I found it so crazy when I saw these stories. Oh, these guys stole 10 million. Let's hunt them for life. It's like, what? And like then you read some stories or you hear some stories on YouTube about like this child being molested or like killed, right? And nothing. It's like nothing? And like the proportional difference between the two, for me, one is clearly more important than just a little bit of money, right? Because you could always get more money, but you can't get a kid back, right? Stole a little million. Yeah, just a small little loan, man. What you mean? Of course. How many times do I have -1, man? Now, a -1 is invalid index, but I still want to do invalid index because that's better. Yeah. Can you always make more kids? Okay, bro. You tell that to a parent, man. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I ate. I shouldn't have done that. It's because it threatens to destroy the social system we have. If money loses value, we are fucked. Bro, it's like, let's say someone steals 10 million. You can't compare that to the life of a human being, man.
Let's go shop time.
My man. Thank you very much for the big support, bro. I appreciate that, Mr. Darius. Thank you very much. Welcome, bro. 2 months. Glad you're here, bro. I worked on construction in the past. There's always
so out of touch?
Snags with DIY,
Anonymous
but
is
it's
gifting
doable.
one sub to the community.
Do it yourself, yeah. Oh, my man, Mr. Anonymous Gifter. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to Booby Lover. Yeah, true, man, true. 100%. What is this?
Commit and push
Blacksmith
immediately
interface?
and then go wagon.
No. Shit. Okay, I need to rename that. Selected inventory item index. Selected inventory item index. Uh-oh. See, this is exactly what I mean. Shit. It's only those. But why is it not breaking? Selected item index. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Ow! What the hell? I don't know what I just said. Did I get like a electric shock or something? What happened? Hello Zen, my man, good morning. Game's looking preem. The health Tangis lives. Font looks a bit out of place anymore. The government doesn't lose anything. The money will go back to the system, Cakes. Yeah, because they will spend the money, right? Game is looking preem. The health? Health? Tangis lives. Font. You mean this font here? You think so? Ouch, man. man. I don't know what happened. Sorry. God damn it, what did I just do? Oh no. Select, I thought I'd wait. Uh-huh. Wait, maybe I needed to delete that. Yeah. Select the invalid, yeah. Invalid index. Invalid index. Button done here because it consumes left click. Free item, yeah. Yeah. Coin, bag, drop, ground, sound effect. Point direct, wagon. Yeah, we're selling items on the wagon. I think it's too thin compared to this one. You mean this is too thin? Or you mean this here? This needs to be so small because I don't have a better font for this. If you mean that. Names are not important. Ja, true. Good morning, man. Nee, ich esse lieber nicht vom Fußball. Dann sterbe ich. Ja, ja. Weil das Vorbereitung ist.
Am I so out of touch?
Ah, okay.
No.
Darius Hollow is gifting 5 subs to the community.
Oh, man. Thank you very much, Darius, for gifting 5 subs to the community, bro. What a nice person. Thank you, man. Hey, Cakez, if you started making your game today, would you still go with C++ or something like Odin? Ask me that in like 5 months, man. Ask me that towards the end of the year, when we are hopefully in early access. We'll see, man. Okay, this looks good. The reason why we need that is very important. Because now it will work, hopefully.
Thank you, Pikachu's glitch, for 300 bits.
Yo, my man. Thank you very much for 300 bits. No, Pikachu, you know that you can type a message too, right? Thank you very much for the support, bro. If you replace the padlock with the orange and made it gray, it looked... You might be able to increase the font size. No, I won't. It's already very... It's already... It's okay. Odin better make my breakfast to make me move off an established language. I think Odin is great. Really, I do. And there's a reason why Randy... you guys can say what you want, right? But if I look at it from... I'm just not gonna talk right now. I'll just wait. Alright, let's see. So, I can no longer select these. And it should do me that, right? Okay, it's still making the button though. Which it shouldn't. Right? Or... It does the button, but... Okay, maybe it doesn't do a button. Oi! Hey! Hey! Hallo! Hey! Die Wurst heute Morgen war besser, ne?
Aber jetzt noch Wurst drin.
Ja? Ach so. True. Zig is better? Ah. Okay, so... Here's a question, guys. What do you expect from the game? Let's say you have an item in your hand, right? And you want to put it on a unit that can't use it. It shows the cross. What if you go in the shop and you click in the shop with the item? Should the shop just not do anything? Should it not respond? Or should it select an item from the shop instead and deselect the sword? So, for example, it should do nothing?
No.
Who cares _YouTube is gifting 1 sub to the community.
Yo, Mr. Who Cares, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Coda's Love Pizza. True, man. I love pizza too. Can you sell in the shop? Yeah, here. You can sell like this. So you can. That is possible. That's enough. So basically these shouldn't activate is what you guys are saying. So I can do this, right? The order in which I do these things determines how it works. So if I do this if check first, then it will never do the button and therefore they will never show up. Like for example, show here. Nothing happens. I can't click on this at all. And then over here it shows me that I can sell the item. Now, I think it should show on top, if, in my opinion, this should show on top. Let's see. Wagon wrecked. Here. This should be... As soon as you drag an item close to the shop. Close the shop menu if you drag an item there. I mean, that's... What about gamepad support, Cakes? We'll worry about that later. Stardew Valley didn't have any gamepad, nothing support, and it still was insanely successful. We'll make a good game first before we worry about that. I'm going to make the best game I can do for mouse and keyboard first. That's important. So what you're saying is the shop should just close and then highlight itself. If I have a selected item, I'm just gonna pop the active shop modal. Let's see. Here. So like this. And so let's say we have the shop open here. Oh wow, that's so good. But what if I deselect an item? Should the shop appear again or? And then it should just highlight the shop. Wait, it should highlight the shop. So basically I want to add to the wagon. Do I have the wagon here? We do have the wagon, do we? We do. Wait. Does it draw the wagon here, or where does it draw it? Here. This is it. Oh, I have an idea. This is so easy. This is the easiest code of my life. Watch. Reset wagon to default. No outline. Okay. This is the easiest code, my bros. We get rid of this. We do that. And then we scroll down here. Show outline the shop to sell items. Watch this. Shit. Basically, this is die Ausgangssituation in Englisch. Boom. Nice. Highlight tansies that can use the item as well. Yes. So that's something I wanted to do for a long time as well. The way this works is... Cakes, people are spreading misinformation that you used Godot. I did use Godot though, that's correct, Mr. Zend. Don't you remember? I used it for like 50 hours. Let me see, select a jump item. Harvard Hero. Draw upgrade glow. Merge with draw hero. There we go. It's actually a to-do. Yeah. Draw hero is at the bottom here. Continue here. So we need to get the selected item. Okay, wait. So we must from here do the select item. Oh, what happened? Rico's message? Unmod send. Next one is timeout. Oh, man down. Goddamn, Mr. Zend. I appreciate your work, my brother. Next time you can also ban Rico. Good work, man. Yes. So, but if you picked an item up, it highlighted everything you could use on with an outline. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next. What's going on here? Nothing? Nothing? The code. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to understand. So, UI with merging items. Selected hero. Hovered item. How about here? Harvard hero type ID, free item, hero type ID. So that would be, we need to get the item ID and then the item. So const item ID is, item ID is, do we have a selected? Ah, shit. Okay, so we do need to extract this out even further then. Search. So this entire thing here, these need to be extracted out even further. Item, a shop. And inventory item management. There we go. There we go. Good. Because in the draw hero code, we need to get, let's see, selected inventory item. Is that unequal the invalid index? Yes. Then the item ID is game state. Selected Cakes. Bro, did you see Bite Me Games say he didn't like your react and you should come to Gamescom and join? I watched that like 10 times, bro. I saw that. Who cares? So, wait, not game state. Yeah, game state. Shop. Wait, we are selecting from the inventory. So that is level state. Oh, then we can do level state here. Level state. Dot. Is it free items? On selected item inventory item index. Otherwise, it is game state. Save state dot shop items on Oh wait, it needs to be. I see. Well, we need to have another check here. Is the selected shop item index, is that an invalid index or not? Question mark. It's like another indentation here, bruh. Which then asks, bruh, are you? Is it? We select an item from the shop, otherwise we select none. So if we don't have any item selected... Wait, no, wait. Needs to be both nuns, I think. Wait. Wait, how does that work? Wait.
Someone putting his dick in water? What is this?
Question
what the fuck?
mark. And it does that or that? That should work, right? This check here. Am I stupid? Oh, Mr. Who Cares? Thank you very much for gifting a membership on YouTube, bro. Was? Let me see. What does it say here? Incompatible operand. Oh, yeah, I see. Not item ID. That's the important part. We just need the item ID here. And then otherwise it's item none. And over here it's also item none. This also is not item ID. Cool. Okay. Now that's a big statement, but essentially... Okay. Wait a minute. Let's put this all in one go. And that should be... Oh, wait. Or maybe it's just that? Okay. Okay, and then if item ID is unequal to item none, so we have a selected item, then we need to check, then we need to get the const item data reference item. Let's just get selected item. That is get item data on item ID. And then we can ask, is the hero together with the selected item dot hero mask? And then we need to turn that into a bit. Because it's a mask. Come here. Come here. Huh? Finally. Okay, that was a big one. But it should work now. Willst du hier nichts mehr geben?
Doch, ist noch nicht fertig. Aber noch schön
BVB. BVB.
werden möchtest du wirklich heute zum Fußball fahren?
Ja.
So viel zu tun.
Imager? Before sie Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, man, fuck. Oh. Oh god. Great meme, oh man. 20 years older because of C++.
Weapon at risk! JK! Hey! What? How? Shit, what do I do? Can I close the door? No, not this way! Hey! No, not this way! This is no way, bro! Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much, Mr. Who Cares, to gift a sub, gifting a membership to my name on YouTube, my man. Thank you very much. Okay, now, I'm not reading that. Okay, let's see. Ah, you see? So now it shows... Maybe I should also do an upgrade. Not upgrade. An outline. Guys, should I do an outline too? So draw free upgrade glow. I'm gonna rename that to draw upgrade glow. And then we'll put a rendering option on the hero. Hero.rendering options or equals with outline color. There we go. I would have been banned for that. Eh? Is it because it's a const? Ah, okay. Well, now it's no longer const. What do you guys think? Outline? Let's see, let's spawn a couple more. Get some money. Any ETA on the demo appearing? I don't want to lock myself in too much, but I'm trying to get it done in like 2 weeks. There's a couple more things I need to do, but it will be a private demo first. It won't be public. Because there's many things that I want to iron out first with private playtests. Rather than do another public demo. I will understand where the pitfalls are after some people are playing. Pussy? Okay, this guy's back. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Holy, why is it flickering? What the hell?
Eh? Maybe because update. Weird. Bad coding? I wonder why it's flickering. Because the wagon is not flickering. Cakes also when buying, if you highlight the tangerines, map side plus bar. Map plus sidebar. You won't need to specify which tang you can use it. Yeah. Oh wow, Mr. Semos on YouTube. Bro, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships. That's crazy, man. Thank you so much for the support. Collector is getting another hour. Because this guy just won't stop. It's annoying to read these messages every day, bro. Shut up. Okay, I wonder why. Draw upgrade glow. Why does it flicker? It does flicker, right, guys? Why? Why does it flicker? Maybe update delay? Let's do 10 ticks per second. Does it have to do with ticks per second? Okay, it has to do with every time I update the hero, this happens, I think. What if I do 60? Will Cake select based on how nice they are in chat? No. Aha, so it completely stops it when it's 60 frames per second. So update hero, I think, does that. When is that happening? Update hero. Update hero. When does it happen? Oh, it's so annoying! Knockback. Get rid of this. Stats. Manage stats. Look for enemy to attack. Update heroes. Update hero. So update heroes happens in update entities. And that happens in update level. There was a fellow on a bigger channel who went on a spree of over 1,000 memberships. Must have made big money on crypto or something. Damn, that's crazy, bruh. Holy. Maybe, yeah, or maybe he just has a lot of money. You never know. Okay, update level. The unlocked rendering happens first. No, that makes no sense. Oh wait, I know why, I think. Is it here? It draws the entity first and then it does the upgrade glow. So it should do it should do it like this. It should do it before drawing the entity. Then it works. Right? This one's gonna work, guys. It's not gonna... Huh? Oh, I see. Only this guy can use this. Yeah. Now it doesn't flicker. Nice. Okay, cool. Finally, that works. And then update delay. Let's turn that down to 30 again. Good. Okay, I think this is good enough, at least from the side of things on what you can get, and then it'll show the UI based on what you're hovering. So that's good. And then whenever you're using this, it shows what you can do with the item. So basically there's almost no more question on what to do with the item. Right? Selling it.
Can't put it here. Can only put it here. And so this teaches the player just by them doing some actions what they can and can't do. And I barely have to do any tutorial myself because the gameplay is the game is communicating it enough to make it obvious what you can do. Boom. Nice. Can you zoom in, Cakes? No, I want this to be zoomed out. Good work? Yeah, I think so too. Very nice. Very happy about this. We did make some good progress with this yet. Now the question is, I need to... Oh, I see. I can select this, but I can't put it on units yet. So that's the last one. This one buys it. Ah, okay. That's kind of bad. Like when I want to manage my inventory... I don't want this to disappear. I just want this to disappear when the mouse is no longer inside the inventory. So there needs to be an inventory box or something. Does it work while buying? What if their inventory is full? If the inventory is full, then you can't buy any items. I will code that in. They haven't coded that in yet, but yeah, that's how it's gonna work. What is worse though? This is not worse, because it's subtle. It is so subtle that you don't really notice it, but it's what is it called? It does not break immersion because it's not so over the top that it inhibits gameplay and visual clarity, but it is, I guess, apparent enough. In general, I think tutorials should always be immersive, and it should not just be a wall of text. That's my opinion. If the game cannot communicate well enough on its own, then I think it's just a bad game. At least when it comes to that. It could still be a good game when you understand the mechanics, but you will alienate a lot more people when you have a bunch of text to read first before you can even play the game. Because gamers are lazy. They're not going to read a lot of text. And I think that's also one of the biggest issues that Dev Spudges had with his game, or has. I don't know, I haven't played it. But when I launched the demo for his game like 2 years ago or something, I think 2 years ago, I was bombarded with a tutorial text. And that was really difficult to get over or get past. Because if you don't read something, then you might not understand. Can't you buy and put directly on a Tangy? That's what I want to do, Mr. Shady11, yeah. So we already have the glow. Now I just need to make it so that when I'm hovering over a tangerine, it does something. I can only buy items though. Like if it allows me to do it. If it's replacing it, then I could only replace it if the inventory is not full. So there's a lot of nuances to this that I need to code in. Okay, wait. We need the inventory box. Sprite items lots. I mean, I need to make up a size here for now. 16, 32, 64 for sure. Probably 72. And then 32, probably 40 or something. And then draw UI coord. Inventory rect position. The position and inventory rect dot size. Let's see. How big is that? It's behind. Center is... Oh, I see. Isn't that a bit annoying? Interesting. Excellent anti-devblog idea. As a secondary objective, the Tangerines need to protect the shop so he can't sell items for the rest of the level. Or he can't sell items. Oh, yeah, maybe. But I will also have like a princess. We'll see how that fits in. And I'll extend the shop to hold the princess in a way and you can move. But we'll see, right? That will be past the core gameplay loop. That will be an extension. Like, if you guys remember, we played Kingdom Rush in the tower. In the browser before, and the browser game doesn't even have heroes at all. The browser game is a version of the game that was very successful even without the heroes in the game, and so I want to build that loop and flesh that out first. If that's fun enough, then we can have a character associated to make it more appealing, which will be a princess, most likely. Wait, so interesting. Okay, plus minus too many? It needs to be big enough to leave the shop. Okay, minus 80. And then this needs to be much bigger. Let's do 76. Or let's just do 80. And then over here, that's 42 or something. The princess should be in orange. I don't know about that, bro. We'll see. Again, man, that is something for the future, not now. Okay, I like this box because now we can do point and rect. And only then close the shop when it's outside. Because I might want to keep it open. Where's that? Here. If point in rect center, and then inventory rect, and the point is input mouse position UI. So if it's no longer inside, then we want to pop the shop and show the outline. Let's see. Nice. Okay, so I can operate in... Oh man, I need to make that bigger because that was too small, I think. I think I need to make this at least a little bigger on the sides. The inventory rect. It does feel a little annoying still. So let's do 90. And then 48, I guess. The princess should be a potato who's the actual villain in the end. Okay. Shenzhen IO requires you to print off a PDF with the documentation. There's no way, man. Absolutely. No way, bro. What? Okay, so that should be good enough now, though. When you go outside with the items too much, it'll... Yes. I think that's good enough. Maybe add a delay. Left box plus 1 second. Would be a little bit too much work, I guess. Not for now. I think it's fine enough. It's good enough. If I need it, then I would add it. Okay, so basically what we can now do is buy items in the shop. We can lock them. And when we reroll the shop, it will only reroll the items that are not locked. So basically the same functionality as before. And we can also buy items directly in the inventory. And now we need to obviously reroll that item. And when we have two items together, we can put that... We can merge those and then put it on a unit. Like that. Boom. And now they have kind of nice big weapons. Do you have to drag them to buy? Currently, yes, because right click is locking and unlocking, but I'll have to think about how to lock and unlock using a hotkey. Maybe control right click or something else, I don't know. Right now, but right click will buy items. I can see you are dragging the item to the inventory. I think a normal behavior is to right click. Yeah, yes. Mouse middle button? Mouse middle to lock? I don't know, man. Bin ich ein bisschen schwul, wenn ich gerne Xavier Naidoo höre? No, if you like it, who cares, man? Like, who cares? What? Shift, left mouse button to lock. I mean, for, yeah, we'll see, right, how we do that. Just click the padlock icon, too small. I can do it, but I think it's too small. It's too tedious to click. Control mouse button, you could use a modifier key to wiggle the locks to indicate that it will affect the locking. True, I could highlight the lock when I left click, for example, and shift. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah. Left click plus shift highlights the locks. Where was I? Here. Left mouse button plus shift. Okay, thank you, man. That's a good idea. It's average size. Okay, bro. Yeah. Nice. Okay. It doesn't highlight this at all. I guess I can't use the ones, yeah. I wonder what happens. It doesn't select the unit, right? It just puts this here. It doesn't select it. Yeah, it should show up this if I can't use it. Don't put it there, Cakez, you will not do it. No, I need to because I don't do it now. I won't do it now. Okay, guys, I think I need a bit of a break. Today was a rough day. It was a long day. At least the mold is gone in the bathroom. I think we have gotten good enough progress today on this. I know what to do next. We have most of the stuff implemented. Looks good. I'm very happy. Now I just need to do a bit more. What I'll do is... React? No, not today. It's too long and I should have done it earlier, but I think my mind is still completely on making the game, guys. We'll see when I do the React. I wrote a tutorial how to add TTS redemption to the bot. Should I update the timer on my website counting the days since you don't do it? Okay, bro, that's kind of toxic. I mean... I don't know about that, but I appreciate you writing a tutorial on how to do it. Thank you, man. No stream tomorrow? No, there should be a stream tomorrow. I don't think I have a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of stuff to do tonight, which is why I'm ending now, because of Zoe's birthday. But tomorrow should be okay. Birthday stuff. Yeah, we need to do birthday stuff for Zoe. Yeah, she's birthday tomorrow, and on Saturday we have a birthday party. So I need that time. But hey, the game is making progress. I'm very happy about that, and that's all it counts. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you had fun today, guys. Thank you very much for all of your feedback and support. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, and there will be longer streams and more reacts and more different content soon, right? I first need to make sure that the game is in a good state. Very important to me. I've been working on this for almost 4 years. And it just needs to go outside in a playable, good state so that people have content and I can finally put a haken on this. Okay? See you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. I really appreciate everyone that's here. Bye. Peace, peace.